Hey scrappers, Moose here. So this video is a viewer's request video from Robert Jackson out in Minnesota. He sent me a package with a couple of things that he wanted to see broken down. The first thing is going to be a car stereo. So, first of all, it's kind of light, small, so clearly scrap value is not going to be that great. If it does work, sell that first. But this one's broken, so might as well scrap it and see what's inside. So let's take a look. So the first thing that I'm noticing is that in this faceplate, there's some gold-plated pins there. So take a Phillips screwdriver, take this panel off. It's probably just going to be a small, maybe mid-grade board. Got a lot of these little bent flaps that if you just straighten them out, that board should pop right out. Alright, so just as I thought, we've got a little LCD screen here. Got a bunch of these little switches. Some of them may or may not have, silver or gold in them, but I mean they're so tiny. I mean it's up to you if you want to take it apart. And the only thing that I see on the actual board itself is a little IC, a few very tiny monolithic ceramics, and those gold-plated pins. So that's pretty much it for the faceplate. Oh, there's a CD left in there. Alright. Alrighty. So this back plate, I'm betting that's zinc or some kind of alloy. I don't think it's really aluminum put together well. Alright, so light iron. Alright, so on the bottom part, we've got it's going to be a low-grade board. There's a 3 ICs on the back if you want to pull those off for processing later. Alright, and the guts of it. Looks like there's going to be another low-grade board. Now I'm calling it low grade because there's really not a whole lot on it. 2 IC chips is practically nothing. Like mid-grade boards will tend to have like a lot more ICs, some gold plating, a few monolithic ceramics, that kind of stuff. Alright, it looks like can't tell what the CD is in there yet. Alright, so I'm betting the rest of this held on by just a couple more screws. Alright. Looks like we've got Elmer Kelton Texas Rangers 5 Texas Vendetta. All scratched to hell. Alright, so light iron. There's a couple of tiny things in here. We've got a little copper bearing motor right there, a little electric motor. A lot of people get frustrated with the terminology. Another little electric motor right there you can pull off. Another one right there. This is going to be the reader. So you've got a little lens here Pull that stuff off. So right there you've got two tiny neodymium magnets, which are, you know, kind of fun to play with. And sometimes, yeah, so right in there you gotta pull the lens off, and if you can barely see that, there's some gold plated material under that where the lens is. You can see like the gold plating right there on the end. Alright, so that's it for a car stereo. There's really not a whole heck of a lot in it. You're probably going to make more money off of you know, the light iron than anything else. Hardly any wire to speak of. I mean, nothing. I couldn't even measure it. It wouldn't show up on my scale. Great CD. So that's it. So thank you, Mr. Jackson, Robert Jackson out in Minnesota, for sending this out. It was interesting to take apart, see what's in there. And just to sum up, we've got a little bit of low-grade board, got maybe a couple pounds of light iron, this, which I believe is zinc, but your scrapyard can check that out. And that last little bit of gold bearing thing on the lens. And that's it. So again, thanks for watching. See you on the next one.